Yeah, I just want to kind of show, because I think this will add the most value to kind of everyone here. And then we'll just try to figure out a rhythm, okay?
So your notches right now, it looks narrower at the top and wider at the bottom?
I usually try to go with that just because it's so easy to blow it out the side. Okay. So
I just wonder if there's like a collection port down there, like
yeah,
wider space.
I find that if I make it too wide at the top, especially with the bow drill, sometimes it'll like push it out, or sometimes I'll have to like change how I'm doing it or like align it like that way. So just kind of troubleshooting and yeah, and each set, each material can be a little bit different. You know, we got oil from your face, right? A lubricant. So we can spend a lot of effort on this side here in your hair. Sometimes you got a little bit of oil. Green leaves too can work, especially the waxy type leaves. But you know, if we can get it nicely lubricated, and I didn't show you guys that, but for these handholds, you know, I've used everything from like an acorn hat, which is very difficult, but like a rock, you can just peck a rock. So I have, like on the table there, I have rocks that I just pecked. As I was going for a walk, I picked up 2 rocks, found one that was softer, and just pecked it like this, not much force. In 15 minutes, I have a perfect handhold. So we can actually use one of those, and it'll be less friction than this would. This is actually an example of a softer, kind of like almost like a serpentine that I kind of ground, but you can do pecking. It's just like an amazing way to transform stuff. Hazel, slower. Okay, I'm gonna put a little more pressure downward. So we're just gonna take our time. Let's try to fill up the pocket. I just saw it topple. I don't think my notch was deep enough. Okay, let's go faster. I think we got something, but this wood's a little bit tougher, so. I think it's there. Let's pause real quick. I think it's there. And then trying to make sure it comes out in one piece. Maybe.
Nice and dark.
It's got the pill rolls. It's there, but it's not. It's close, but the humidity might be just a little too much for where it's at. It's not quite dark enough. So the cool thing, let's see.
It has to be black, not dark brown. If the char, if that roll there is dark.
I want everybody to have a chance to take a look so we can kind of see a few different things. So even when we like fail like this, right? Fail, you know, there's learning opportunities. So, you know, we have some powder that was kind of light here. There's stuff that's pill rolls. Pill rolls usually means it's a little bit harder. Sometimes it's kind of when the wood's a little bit more moist. I probably should have that off the ground. And so you guys can see, like, we actually did have a little bit of coalescing starting to occur on some of that. So I probably could have gone just a little bit harder. I might try to make it a low notch.
It's amazing how much material came out.
So I try to keep it kind of honest with you guys. I didn't do any special prep. I have friends that sometimes, you know, like microwave stuff in advance and dry it and stuff like that. But so we're gonna drop that in there. Is it actually cool? No.
No.
But it had potential there with that little bit of smoke. Sometimes you can salvage it, sometimes you can't. So when I look at this, I can see that I probably need to make my notch a little bit further in. so that the heat can transfer into, and then the powder is building up on the sides. I don't know if you guys noticed that around the circle, which is not a good sign, right? I want the powder to be going into the notch. So it's definitely substantially, take a knife, keep a knife on you. Everything is easier with a knife. Maybe give this another try here and let's see what we can do here. If not, I can switch to another set. That's so this. Okay. All right. Are you comfortable?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Let's we'll start out a little bit, maybe a little bit faster. Okay. I'm trying to get my finger in there to keep the tension. We'll just kind of hold this for a little while. Let me see. It's there, but it's humid today too. So I'm gonna try to give it more air. I was a little low on the air last time. Claire, we might need to get the tinder bundle. I'm gonna try to not knock stuff down. I can.
I know, that's why I wasn't in there so easy.
It needs that air, but when it's humid like it is right now, it's kind of tricky. It's there, but it's a baby, and with this type of material, yep, she's right. Use some of the tinder. So usually what I'll do is I'll usually actually put the tinder bundle on top and flip it over, but
It's hard to do the handoff.
Oh yeah.
if I'm a little bit weak on the oxygen right now, it'll drop off. I'm actually gonna. So then I would actually try to grab some. So the bundle is kind of small. That's kind but it should be fine right now because it's kind of supporting. But this is kind of what happens when you have a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
So then when you kind of have something like this, we know we have it under control. So we can kind of pause and take a breath, and we don't want to bring it to flame too fast. So that can be an easy mistake, is to bring it to flame before it's pre-dried, the rest of the material, and then that will suffocate it back down. So it'll flame up and then it'll be gone. And so actually, let me see if we can kind of, this is really small tinder bundle. I shouldn't have been so stingy. I think I'm gonna get rid of this. What's up? Yeah, when I'm building a fire, I'm gonna collect tinder first, as I go, try to pre-dry it. But as I'm actually, like in rainy conditions, preparing a fire, I would kind of set out all my bigger stuff first and then kind of work my way gradually smaller, so that by the time that I'm actually using that smaller stuff, it hasn't sat out in the rain and moisture as much. Lesson learned from the hard way. I think, can you grab some more of the mullein? And then I'll kind of just sandwich it in and we can kind of take it over and we can probably get it to a nice flame. Yeah, so usually I'll try to sandwich it up so that we're kind of, as soon as Hazel comes back, I'll probably get the mullein around it and then I'll kind of just wave it in a figure eight. A lot of times you just only see people blowing on it, but the figure eight kind of gives it constant, gentle air. So, Violet, can you go grab some too?
Keep your mouth closed.
Yeah.
You know what, I'll just-
Are you guys breaking them in half? I want them long. Everything was always long. Because then they fall apart. So. So we should probably head over to the fire and then I can kind of have somewhere to put it when it flames. I mean, I can take it back out of flame, but that's exactly the stuff. Yes. So it holds together.
I wonder if those are edible.
No, I don't think they are.
The mullein.
Not like that.
Ooh.
So yeah, I want to, maybe we'll go over to the fire pit. Can I have some more? No, big chunks. I need big chunks. Little chunks just create problems. We want long. Yeah, long chunks, like a foot long each. You don't even break that one. I'll just bend it. The small stuff is. Thanks. Hazel, can you go get one of my blow sticks? Thank you.
You can plant it at home.
Oh, I see. I thought you wanted me to shake them around here.
No, no. we have it grown.
Where?
Out in the garden.
Oh, the yarrow you gave us is growing good.
The RO?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then
Oh,
we
Oh,
have
okay.
in a bunch of them, but it's white.
Interesting. Yeah, no, that's right.
Whoa! The one we started is yellow.
The mulleins been outside, so it's not super dry.
Right. It's got a good range in it.
Whoa! I like some fire.
So, hey, can you break some of those sticks in half? The mullein ones, yeah, in half, like half of it,
Like big long.
in half, right in the middle. Yeah.
Do the other side.
I'll give it some air in a second here. Let me actually turn this around my way. Well, I didn't.
And is that mullein also? I think that's your to blow them.
Yeah,
Use it to. That's pretty cool. It's like a bamboo thing.
it's a blackberry that I hollowed out.
Wow.
You drop a coal down to haul it out.
Still has.
Yeah, it's what happens when you got wet stuff that you're dealing with.
I wonder if a stinging nail dries.
It will, yeah.
Is it hollow inside? Inside it.
See all that moisture? See how it dampened it back down?
Daddy.
Should probably put some more stuff on it
Here's one, and what else?
to kind of take it.
I can go check the barn and see if there's any more mullen. That piece or something. Your pants. I don't know if it's fireproof.
They're not, but so this was really useful, as you guys saw.
So did you say
Just a blow tube. This is blackberry. I make them out of elderberry. Elderberry is more common.
How do you hollow it out?
I've hollowed them out multiple ways. I've hollowed them out actually with just carving a little wooden tool to auger it out like a spoon bit, which was we used in like before the 1840s. And I've also done with like a metal rod, which is super fast.
Or was it
But
dried out like that, or was it?
yeah,
I mean,
it was dry. Yeah, if it's wet, the pith inside will pack and you can't like take it out in chunks. So
What part is already hollow?
no, this I hauled this out. Yeah,
This got hollow.
it's just a blackberry, kind of like they grow
That is
everywhere.
just the design of it.
Yeah. That would have been actually helpful inside, but you can put it on the outside. So that wasn't the easiest wood ever. Usually people use the easiest ever. That was kind of like, I don't know what I'd call maybe moderate or. So we were talking about like punky wood, and some of this wood is kind of like partially rotten. It's like softer.
yeah.
And that can kind of like smolder more. It tends to burn a little bit less. So great to put on a fire like in the evening if you're trying to sleep by it and like have it burnt, stay going. Maybe not quite as good. Let's get.
To be aware of new videos like this one, be sure to subscribe to the Preparing for the Time of Trouble channel. For more free videos and downloadable audio podcasts, as well as handouts, go to www.preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com. Topic categories include recordings of live seminar presentations, country living, sustainable gardening, homestead remedies, how to be self-sufficient when the grid goes down, wild edible and medicinal plants, hydrotherapy, and end-time Bible prophecies. To take advantage of these free resources, go to preparingforthetimeoftrouble.com.